For about a couple of years, there has been frustrations in finding good, or dare I say, original community rooms. We used to have a regular inflow of incredible rooms because of contests. I remember when contests happened so often that players were getting tired of constantly building because a new contest would start as soon as one wrapped up. But the awards were always something that was greatly desired. Then in 2022, contests basically stopped. A couple did come since then, but they came with problems. Mav covered that very well in his video. So with the lack of contests, it felt like we had a lack of rooms. Or did we? Then I realized it wasn't really the lack of rooms being made, but it was really the lack of the rooms having the opportunity to be discovered. The hot page was really no help. So my way of exploring rooms was to go to a rooms page that I knew was a good room and explored those builders' portfolios. Then just a while ago on RecNet, I looked over at the featured rooms. I've always felt like there wasn't anything there that I was personally interested in. But I have noticed that Rec Room just recently has been actively trying to bring good community rooms into the spotlight and have even been setting up a personalized recommendation page, but they are still in the experiment stage. But because of all of that, I became curious. Are the featured rooms worth going into this week? And after visiting, will there be rooms that I actually want to go back to? Parkour. In my first year of Rec Room, I spent a lot of time in parkours, but I haven't really spent time in there anymore because of lack of interest. So I wasn't really looking forward to this, but was still willing to give it a try. Instead of running, jumping, climbing, and wall running like any other parkours, this one requires you to use a handle. While holding it, you are basically paralyzed, and I'm not a fan of being restricted of movement unless it's a story game that I'm playing.
Boy.
This is Violet. She has a big interest in parkours, so I brought her along.
Oh. Every time.
So basically, pressing the trigger can dictate how high you can jump, and you can only move by jumping when holding onto the trigger handle. Now I know what to do. I pull the trigger all the way, and then I aim for something far away. You'd have to figure out how to measure your jumps to get to the next height. No!
I always overshot it.
No! At first it was frustrating. No! But then I got used to it. It's a fun concept, and I would probably go again with Violet if we find time to. Ludo Party was the game that I was really looking forward to play. I played it earlier with Styles, and we discovered that the music was custom made.
Ludo party on the table, rolling the dice, got that competitive spirit, gonna win this fight.
There's about 4 custom songs on rotation. And to me, these songs were made so well that I like to sing or dance with it.
Now the funk music just came on. Just made me lose.
This game is basically the game of Sorry. Rolling a 6 lets you take a piece out of home. Yay!
First try too.
Oh my goodness.
What?
Please. Third time. Yes!
What?
Yes!
Excuse me? Triple sexes?
Arg.
Oh, if that was a quadruple sex, I swear.
And your goal is to get all the pieces around the board and up to your color line to finish. But beware that your opponents can kick you back to start by landing where you're at.
Bro!
Oh my goodness. This game I would 100% play again. Now just for the fun of it, after a quick review of each room and before the conclusion, if all of this was worth it, I'm gonna make a personal ranking of each room. And afterwards, I'd like to hear your thoughts about the rooms if you got to try them out. But now let's move on to Samurai Battles. It's a very basic room compared to other sword rooms. But what I find is cool is that it puts the sword and its sheath to your side.
Oh, cool.
There are 4 abilities to choose: dash, rage, and parry. We only tried rage. Even though the room looks simple, the Quest 2 doesn't perform very well.
I'm gonna die.
Okay, so this game is not for Quest 2 players. We're gonna go over here. You're going to face this direction so you don't look at it. You can't see it because I had streamer cam on, but when someone gets hit... Whoa, why is there red? There is red paint that gets hit to the ground. This is the first time I've seen a room do that.
Just like,
Whoa! Everything's red now!
I don't.
After playing more in the building up on the hill, we moved on to the Inventions Convention.
Ooh.
It's a place where the community can display their inventions, basically like the Invention Tower. Clean up. Whoa. It is neat to see the creativity of the community, but I personally don't have an interest in checking out invention rooms. Now to Tavida.
Alright, we'll go there.
Tavida. I'm sorry. As soon as I walked into the house, I saw the
goodness.
cutest thing I've ever seen in Rec Room.
That's so cute. Oh my goodness, that animation is adorable. Come here. Oh, you can click. Clicker. It's a clicker. His head is a clicker. That is adorable.
Besides having the most adorable thing in Rec Room, this room also lets you select some music, has a desktop sharing screen, and icebreakers. This room was well made, but I would bring my friends here to chat just because the
Where you
cute
at
mushroom
now?
is here. When switching over to Township Builder, little did I know that I wouldn't leave the room for almost an hour. According to the ship, it's a one-player game, but you can do more, though it might be laggy. It wasn't laggy for us, so it was fine. For the next 45 minutes, we climbed, chopped trees, collected rocks, made a house,
I have extra wood.
Whoa. Okay, that's what these outlines are.
reached level 3,
I'm level 3.
made a water well,
We got a well.
went to the caves and collected coal, iron ore, and gold ore. After making metals and more houses, I was ready to move on.
Bruce, can we put 16 rock in here?
Now, if I played this by myself, I wouldn't have enjoyed it like I would have been with another. Because I was with someone, it made it an adventure.
Walls.
Whoa.
I would also be down coming back to this room with Violet so we can complete it, but we need to move on to Rec Center UK.
Alright, we have one more building inside our wall.
No,
that we need to
no,
do.
no, 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 no. Oh,
Come on.
stay time. Another time, another time.
Rec Center UK looks like a nice place to hang out with a decent number of people.
There's Atlas.
Though take note that the voice roll-off is very low. When finding the VIP door, I thought it was neat to give supporters something extra for donating. But then I discovered that every single item required payment for you to use it. I understand supporting the builders, but I don't like it when it's this way. But things looked brighter in the next room, Designer's Nook.
Whoa. Very bright.
I was happy to find that I could pick up the markers, but there were 2 items that required payment, the paintbrush and the eraser. This room was definitely made for those who like to hang out and draw.
Whoa. Cake or ice cream? Okay. It's kind of interesting that almost every hangout room has these now. I like it.
You can reserve a canvas to safely draw.
Hey, that one's mine. You can't use that one.
Oh, I
It's
love it.
reserved for Violet.
And you can draw on a public canvas with others. I really liked that the main activity didn't cost you, but there are respectful ways to support the
Buy a
creator
jar
with
today.
your tokens by buying honey jars or getting wings that will let you fly to the VIP
150.
lounge.
That's another thing that's growing is VIP rooms.
There are 2 more rooms to check out. The first is a hangout, and then the second is a community quest made by Tidal Wave that we played with Fanor and will actually come out as its own video. But first, to the hangout. Hills Rest is a single room hangout.
Oh my goodness.
It also lets you select your music, and it says that you can leave a suggestion for more songs, but we couldn't figure out how.
How do I put here? I can't grab. Nothing's highlighting. Nothing's clicking. Oh, that's an incredible replica. Violet, look at this.
And now finally, Plan Zetta and Perfectum. This was one of the most incredible community quests that I have ever played.
Whoa.
The quest was about finding information that the government was hiding,
Go on, tell everyone our so-called big secret.
You're hiding chocolate in the cabinet.
I knew it! Give it to
You
me!
need to learn to keep your mouth shut.
and then trying to escape. It's an incredible story, incredible built rooms, amazing voice acting, and fun action. This game is great to play with others or by yourself. It takes about 30 to 45 minutes to play, but I highly suggest that you play it for yourself. And like I stated before, I made a whole gameplay video with my brother Feanor and my sister Violet, so be sure to check it out later. Now that we went through every featured room, let's rank them before my final conclusion if featured rooms is in fact helpful for finding good rooms. Ready?
Yo.
For spot number 10, Hills Rest. There are very few hangout rooms that I go back to, and compared to the rest on this list, I see myself not coming back to this one. Number 9, the Inventions Convention. It's just because Invention Rooms is not a part of my personal interests. Number 8, Rec Center UK. Just because everything has to have individual payment to use it. Number 9, Samurai Battles. It's fun, but sword fighting isn't a part of my personal interests. Number 6, Designer's Nook. I like this room, but I haven't really spent time in canvas rooms before, and so far it's not a part of my close interests. Number 5, Salien's Term? I don't know if I'm saying that correctly, sorry. If this room has a large to no limit voice roll-off, I can see myself doing this parkour challenge with some people while chatting. Number 4, Township Builder. I definitely see me and Violet coming back to this room to finish it up, and if the room resets, I see myself coming back here with the film friends during one of our random VC chatting times. Number 3, Tavida. What can I say but that this room has the cutest theme that I have ever seen in Rec Room. Number 2, Plan Zetta Imperfectum. It was the best action story quest I have ever played in Rec Room. Everything about this quest was perfect. The only reason it's not number 1 is because quest rooms aren't rooms that I consistently go back to, even though I see myself playing this game a couple more times sometime in the future. And number 1, Ludo Party. I definitely see myself coming back to this room several more times. It's a fun game to play while chatting. Board games in VR is something that I've been curious about for a long time, and I'm excited to have another chance to do that. I genuinely enjoyed going through all of this week's featured rooms. I've missed the time playing good random rooms in Rec Room, and so Ludo Party and Plan Zetta help bring excitement in me in playing Rec Room. Now the hangout rooms are neat, but there can only be so many hangout rooms that I can hang out in. As of now, it is not often that I bounce hanging out rooms just chatting with friends. It's only like once every few months, to be honest. I do enjoy seeing well-made rooms, but I prefer rooms that have an activity that you can do while chatting with friends. That's why I like Ludo Party so much. You don't have to think much while playing, so you can chat and play. Plus, its music made it 2 times worth coming back to. We'll have to see if I go through all the featured rooms again in the future, maybe, or I'll just check out the games that they promote. And I say yes, all of this was worth it. But all of that is just my opinion. Now I want to hear from you. Do you use the featured rooms feature to explore rooms? Do you prefer games or hangout rooms? And have there been rooms that you found in one of these lists that you have returned to multiple times after it was featured? Because you made it this far, thank you. If you enjoyed it, then please leave a like and support me in Rec Room. It's free and I would greatly appreciate the support. It helps me keep making videos because it takes me a long time to script and edit these videos since I do it all myself. And now for that gameplay, you can watch Fanor, Violet, and I go through Plan Zetta right here. Or you can check this video out where someone changed laser tag and paintball in an unusual way.